back with another one. 2454. Myself, Dens, L Caps, and SB. How you guys doing?
It's a beautiful day, man. It's a beautiful day. You know, great day. I'm happy.
Yeah,
What do you
I
say?
think I think it was a good weekend for all of us.
Yeah, man. Great results up and down the country. Can't complain.
Yeah, man. Premier League's back finally. I think they said it's like 14 weeks straight now. No more
Yeah.
international, which is good news. But yeah,
hmm
another week of Premier League action. Yeah, man. A lot of good goals, talking points. But yeah, let's get straight to the game that just finished. Man U Everton. Yeah, Everton 0, Man U 3. Yeah, let's just get straight to it, man. Go on natural.
I thought I was gonna get straight to my boy. Yeah, let's let's get rid of Ganacho first, man. Great goal, great finish. Yeah, man, he did his thing, but that's not what's important here, man. Do you know what's important? I've been saying to you, man, about one kid, yeah, Kobe Mainu. You see, generational Mainu, my Ghanaian brother. Yo, Pogba, the Ghanaian Pogba in disguise, Pogba rebirth. He came, he saw, he conquered, he dominated that midfield. Young, 18-year-old, generational talent. Nah, he was man of the match today, played well. He's what we've been asking and praying for. He
Yeah.
came in and put in a man of the match performance. And yeah, I think the manager did well to take him off when he did. Was fading a little bit, but he played very well, very happy, very impressed. Defense wasn't too bad. We was conceding a lot of chances, but Maguire's had his fair share of criticisms. But him and Lindelof played decent today. They were under a hell of a lot of pressure at one point, especially from minute 20 onwards in the first half. They were under a lot of pressure, but they held it down. Onana been getting criticisms for his savings, but he did well with a lot of the shots that came towards him. So yeah, they kept us in the game. Good to see Luke Shaw back as well. Dallo didn't play too bad. Overall, I'm happy with the result. Not a great performance, but I'm happy with the result. But the best thing about today, hey, ice cold, black gloves, Tony Mar Weezy's back, baby, bro. That's why I'm wearing this bullshit shirt. Why am I holding the Adidas thing? It's bullshit shirt, bro. We're back. Do you understand? My boy is back. Hold up play, link up play, great finish as well. Clinical. Against Everton, just it puts on the black gloves and just goes mad. That's what we need to focus on, man. Like we need to. It was a great win, great result. Poor performance, but great result, and I'm happy with that, man. 3-0, goal difference is now 0. So yeah, we needed that. We needed that. Yeah, Garnacho's goal was crazy, sensational. They're debating if it was better than Wayne Rooney's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of technique and distance, because Garnacho's one was further out, more cleaner, but Rooney's one was against Man City. So that always puts a bit more pizzazz on it because the level of opposition he was playing and the time that goal came. Because I believe that was to go 3-2 up in that match. That was a win against City over a kick at Old Trafford. Yeah. Rooney's one was just more delightful because of the opposition he was playing at the time he was playing as well. That was when we was winning the league. This is against Everton. It was a fantastic looking goal, but I don't know, Rooney's one was just a bit more special just because of who it was against and the time that it came at. It was one of those come off the hour, come off the man, because before then Rooney been playing poorly. And the media was getting onto him, and then he scored that. So for me, Rooney's one was always going to have my heart. But yeah, Garnacho did his thing.
Yeah, Garnacho's over here. That's one of the best I've seen. It's up there with Bale in his Champions League final. The only couple I could put over it is, I don't know if you remember Ronaldinho's one against Villarreal, where he chested it.
Yeah.
That one, like, that's from a different planet. I don't know who would even think to do that. Only Ronaldinho.
I think still the best one's Ibrahimovic's one though against England.
Against England.
Yeah.
From that was like
yards out. That was absurd. Like, why would you
Crazy.
even do that? Not even take a touch. Why would you even do that?
Crazy.
So yeah, that one. Ronaldo's one. I think that was better than Ronaldo's one against Juventus.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, because further out, Ronaldo's one was too close.
And Garnacho's one, he went from one corner to the other corner. He had to really play. Well, I'm not sure if he decided to do that, but he had to go to be in the corner for him to.
Crazy finish.
And the pass was perfect. The pass was perfect out to the wing from Lindelof, I think.
No, Dalot.
Yeah, Dalot, yeah.
Pinpoint accuracy.
Yeah.
When I was screaming when I saw that goal. Crazy.
Well, sensational. It was a great finish. Great finish.
Yeah, man. In terms of the game, yeah, apart from that goal, Man United were terrible in the first half. Everton, they should have had 2-3 goals at least. They had so many chances, but that's the difference between the top teams and the lower teams. They put away their chances, the top teams. Everton couldn't. And yeah, second half, Man United's goals were at the right time. That second goal, the penalty, at the right time, kind of killed off any momentum that Everton wanted to get. And then, yeah, Martial, composed finish for the third one. In terms of overall performance, it wasn't the best, but I did see improvement, more controlling in the midfield, and that was only because of Maino, which is crazy to say. He was the difference in the improvement in Man United's performance in my eyes. You know, he's only 19. I don't want to gas him too much. Like you said, Alcas, he did fade a little bit in the second half, but very impressed by him. Composed, picks the right pass. He's got a physical element to him as well.
Goal line clearance.
Yeah, had a goal line clearance. Yeah, very impressed by him.
He's very mature. Very mature. He looked very assured.
Very assured on the ball.
Like he's a seasoned pro. He knows when to drop in to the back line to support. He's just always there, and that's a tough environment. Tough. They cheer for throw-ins and corners like it's a goal. Like they cheer for a bad first touch. They cheer for everything. So it's a really tough environment. He looks good. I think United would be hell of a lot better if you just pair someone up with him. He could be on his wavelength.
Casemiro.
No, not Casemiro. Someone on his wavelength on the ball. That's the one that's good enough on the ball, like that can be composed, assured. Because Casemiro is not assured and composed, and safe with the ball.
Yeah, I agree.
We didn't have no one like that. Like the only player that I would even think to pair him up with right now at Man United is Donny van de Beek, but he can't sniff a start. So what do you do there?
He like you need someone like I don't know, like Jorginho, for example. Someone like Jorginho, but obviously a bit more mobile, a bit younger, of course. I'm not saying him specifically, but someone that he can play off, always be like 6 yards from him, so he can give him option all the time. Because right now he doesn't have that. He has. If Bruno's there, Bruno wants to get it and fire it into the corner flag for some reason. It's like it's no consistency there. There's no someone he can play off. I would say for now, like, he's a top player.
If he had Enzo,
he's great.
Enzo would be perfect, but it's slightly too similar. It's almost like he needs like Caicedo. Someone who's a bit more physical than him, slightly more physical. But I mean, yeah, he's a good player nonetheless. He's a good player, and he should be starting every week for you.
He's good. The problem with him is the problem with starting him every week is like you said, you just outlined it, and he'll get overrun, and people start trying to pin the blame on him, because you saw it in the first half where Everton, after like 25 minutes, were just overrunning our midfield, and it was just him. And at one point, they were just bypassing him. They were just going towards McTominay's side of the pitch and just leaving him, and then he's having to drop in, act as almost like a fifth defender, clearing the ball off the line, important interception headers. It's going to be difficult. We do need another player next to him. I want to see Donny van de Beek given a chance. He's better than Amrabat. He's better than McTominay. He's better than Bruno. I don't know why he's been frozen out so much. Like, did he swear at the manager? Did he cuss him out?
Man, he's not. He hasn't got enough about him. He's not good enough.
I mean, we haven't given him a chance. He's been injured this season. He ain't coming. He's had 4 minutes of action this season. We ain't giving him the opportunity.
I just think
if Amrabat and McTominay can play for Man United, surely there's a space for Donny van de Beek. Surely.
If Man United have ambitions of getting back on top, Players like Van der Beek, they need to go, to be honest. But in terms of Everton, you know what? This was a big game for Everton. You know,
I'm
after the
surprised
10
by the way they play.
why?
I thought, especially second half here, I thought they would have, from what they did in the first half, like from 25th minute onwards, I thought they would have continued, kept building, kept applying pressure, because you've just been deducted 10 points, and you know the tide is against you right now. I thought with the pressure at home, like the atmosphere, the fans are behind you, the us against the world mentality, I was expecting a bit more from Everton. So I was a bit disappointed in them, to be honest, because they pressured United at times, but I don't think they did enough, especially from the situation they're facing, to make me feel like, rah, these people are angry, they're determined to show something. Especially second half. After we scored the second goal, they just gave up.
Yeah, the balloon was deflated. They were very deflated after that second goal, and Everton are not going to score 3 goals to win the game. They're not.
Not exactly.
So they knew the game was over. They could have got, if they really tried and went for it, I think they could have got a draw. But they knew if they've got to keep it at 1-0 for them to even have a chance.
But the thing is, like, Man United's deficiencies in midfield. You know that from first half, you've seen that you can overrun the midfield and you can overpower them. You want to get the fans on side. You've just been hit with this BS 10 points deduction. You feel aggrieved. It's us against the world mentality. I would at least try and battle out a draw at home to let everyone know that we're not going to take this sitting down. That's 1 point back from the 10 points we got deducted. We're serious. We mean business. Goodison's going to be a fortress. Regardless if we're 2-0 down, we're going to fight back and get a draw. I wanted to see more combativeness from Everton. I wanted to see more from them with regard to what's happened to them, but I just didn't get enough from them.
Yeah, that's the thing. This game was a chance for them to set a template on how they respond to the points deduction, and yeah, they didn't end well for them. Let's see what they can do.
But to be fair to them, they created a hell of a lot of chances, and if one of those goes in, it's a completely different game.
That's the thing. Like, I will say, it's not on Sean Dyche because he coached.
Yeah,
he coached a W.
Potentially, yeah.
It's just the players that didn't execute, because the first half, Man United's only real shining moment was that crazy goal. It wasn't like Man United were creating clear-cut chances. It was Everton that was, and Man United was not. So that's on the players. Sean Dyche, he done his thing. But yeah, that's that. Let's move to the next game. Let's do Spurs Aston Villa.
I just wanted to say, I swear United are above. Who are you above?
Newcastle.
Villa. You're above Newcastle and 2 points behind Spurs now.
Yeah, Villa are. I think we're a point behind Spurs, 2 behind Villa, and 3 behind.
Which is mad to say.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is mad to say, considering the start you've had, considering the start Tottenham's had, the narratives around both clubs, and even Newcastle. Narrative around Newcastle, you would think United are 10th, like Chelsea.
Yeah, just the expectations that Man U.
What points have come against the teams that we should be? Teams in and around us we've lost to. We've lost to City, we lost to Spurs, we lost to Arsenal, we lost to Newcastle in the cup. So the noise, we were beating teams that we should beat, and we're losing to teams that are in and around us. So yeah, that's why people are they really that good? So.
But yeah, Spurs 1, Aston Villa 2. That's a great victory for Villa. I watched the game. They didn't really play well. Tottenham should have won. They had so many chances that they couldn't put away. But yeah, they couldn't finish their chances, and Aston Villa took advantage. Shout out to Emery.
That's 3 defeats in the bounce for Spurs now.
Yeah, the golden boy, the media golden boy. Is he getting exposed? Or is the shine coming off? What's going on?
I think it's just the squad, the depth. They don't have the depth in their squad to cover key positions. Maddison going out is a big miss for them. What's his name? Van der Neek?
Van der Ven.
Van der Ven, yeah, him going out. Van der Ven going out he's a big he's a big loss for them. Yeah, I think even Christian Ramirez suspension, they're missing a few
Bissouma,
players. Basuma's out as well, so these are 4 key players for them,
even
and they didn't
Sarr.
have this. Well, Sar's out as well.
Yeah, he didn't play.
That's 5. So these are big players that are hard to replace, and they ain't got the squad to replace them. So yes, naturally, you kind of have to understand the situation with the injuries and suspensions, and yeah, judge them basically when they have a full squad. But that's the game, and everyone's got injuries, everyone's got suspensions. So you live and die by it. So yeah, you can't really
man.
make excuses either.
Hmm.
Yeah, I guess the only good thing is Levy should see the start that Tottenham made, the injuries and back and transfer market.
But January transfer market is a bit like who's really out there to come in for Spurs?
There's players out there, but they have to shop around really smartly. There's no top elite player that's just looking to go to Spurs. You have to get like a player that's not proven and have to go and prove themselves.
And they've done that with a couple of players, like that Van der Veel. He's played well, and he wasn't really like a well-known player.
Yeah, they've bought well, but they've also spent a lot of money. They got Pedro Porro for 50 mil. I think Udogie for like 30. Who else? Richarlison for 60. Spent a fair bit of bob. So yeah, they'll bring in reinforcements, and yeah, Andrew's a good coach. On the Villa side, Ollie Watkins, that was a great finish. I love that finish. That's
Yeah,
a
he's good, yeah.
proper striker finish.
Yeah.
Ollie Watkins reminds me of Aguero. You know, he's not a super big striker. He's kind of small, but he got good quick snapshots around the goal. And yeah, he takes shots from weird angles. He just reminds me of Aguero. And yeah, Villa are a good side. Villa, they can get Champions League this year.
Yeah, because 5 places, isn't it? I like Pau Torres.
Potentially.
Pau Torres he's good. He's good, man. Passing from the back. He's changed their fortunes. I think that injury to what's his name?
Mings.
Yeah, you hate to see an injury like that, but it's kind of helps him out in a way because Pau Torres has come. He's set a good partnership with who's the other centre back partner?
Diego Carlos. He's solid.
They look good together.
And Konza too.
Konza,
yeah. They've been good together. And yeah, they really just showing because I said start of the season that Villa were one of my favourites for top Champions League positions. So they're proving me right, man.
But in saying that with Villa, let me name you the people they've played this year so far in the Premier League. They played Chelsea, Everton, Brighton, Wolves, West Ham, Luton, Nottingham Forest, Fulham and Tottenham. So Tottenham's their hardest opponent. So they haven't played anybody really, not really. So we'll see how it goes, shakes out for them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good that they ain't played no one in they're up and fourth. It means they're winning the games that they should. So you can't really discredit them for that.
It's a long season though. It's a long season.
Yeah, let's see. The only reason I wouldn't put them in Champions League contention is the Europa League.
Yeah, it's tough. They're gonna go for it too.
Yeah. If they had like one game a week to play, then yeah, possibly, but it's gonna be too much.
How did Douglas Costa play? What's his name? Yeah, Douglas Costa. Douglas Luiz.
Yeah. If you saw his assists for
what pinpoint on his head.
That was a dream ball. He's good.
He's got links to Arsenal, but it was crazy. We tried to buy him with 6 months left on his a year left in his deal.
Yeah.
30 mil. They said no last year, and now apparently want him again. They're gonna spank us. They're gonna say 60 minimum.
Yeah, easy.
He's good. He's a top player.
Who knows, man? Who knows if you're gonna do it? Who knows?
Yeah, let's go to Saturday's action. Let's start with the big one. Man City, Liverpool 1-1 at the Etihad. What were your thoughts in the game?
It was a pillow fight. It was slightly a pillow fight for me. It was a bit of fluff. It wasn't a great game for me. I feel like everybody was still tired from the international break.
Yeah,
But
that's what
it,
McAllister said as well.
yeah, it was an intriguing game, of course, but I don't feel like any of them played to what their real level is.
Yeah, I
I didn't
agree.
like to see a game like that at 12:30 kickoff on Saturday after international football.
Yeah, that was strange. I don't know why.
Yeah, it takes a shine off it, and you're not getting the quality that you can really get from it. If that was like a 4:30 kickoff on a Sunday, that's gonna be a crazy game. They're a bit more rested, a bit more amped for it. They've seen other results earlier on in the week. So yeah, I think the scheduling was an issue. Didn't make sense. Because a game like that, yeah, usually that's a 4:30 Sunday afternoon match of the day. I don't know, crazy scheduling. So yeah, kind of took the gloss of the game. But I think it was a decent game. Wasn't nothing to shout him about. Good finish by Haaland. Just standard procedure for him. Nunez missing chances after chances and then trying to beef Pep afterwards. Should be trying to beef the goal, bro. But yeah.
In your opinion, what's the difference between Haaland and Nunez?
Haaland's a better finisher. That's it. No,
No,
legit.
no,
Haaland's
no,
just a better finisher. I think Nunez is a better overall footballer. Haaland's just a better finisher. Nunez will give you more. Haaland is just more clinical. If Nunez could finish, that guy would be a problem and a half. Because Nunez he's got the pace, so is Haaland. He's got the movement. He's got the link-up play, hold-up play. He can pass. He's got a bit of skill about him.
He's a better dribbler.
He's a better dribbler. Nunez is a problem. He's all over. He's everywhere. He's active. He just can't finish. Haaland doesn't. His first touch was a goal. He wasn't doing nothing in the game. First touch, bam, finish. And that's all he needs.
Because
there's games where Haaland's got like 8 touches in the game and he scored a hat-trick.
I think the only difference between him in terms of why Haaland gets his goals and Nunez doesn't get as much is just mental. Because with the chances that Liverpool create, along with Nunez's ability, he should be rivaling Haaland in terms of the goals scored. But it's just a difference in mentality. Like Haaland's goal, he knows that he's not going to be able to dribble in and out. So as soon as the ball's coming to him, he's thinking, how can I get this shot off? You saw it, small touch. He don't even care if it's a scuff touch. He just wants to get his shot off. Nunez, he doesn't have that same mentality. He's trying to, let me see if I can dribble him. Let me see if I can create space for the shot. And you saw that with that one-on-one. He took too long, took too many touches, and the centre-backs managed to get back and stop the shot from going off. So I think, it's just a mental difference between the two. Because Nunez, we all see the ability. He should be getting a lot more goals, but he just needs to make that adjustment.
I think finishing as well, because I've seen Nunez finishing and I've seen Haaland finishing. Haaland's finishing is crazy. That thing is automatic.
I don't even think it's that crazy.
No, Haaland in the box, deadly day. Deadly day. When he strikes the ball, more time you think is a goal.
Harry Kane's finishing is way more deadly.
Yeah.
Son
deadly than Haaland.
Son's finishing is way more deadly of either foot. Either foot doesn't matter. Son.
No.
What Haaland has the physicality to put himself in the right position all the time.
Yeah.
It's movement, the mentality, the efficiency of his body movement. He doesn't waste anything. He just makes sure he gets there and gets.
And then when he finishes, he doesn't waste the finishing either. Haaland's finishing is crazy. Haaland's
chances
in the box. It's crazy.
If Haaland was 5'9", would he finish as much as scoring much goals? He wouldn't.
Yeah, but you use the tools that you have
because he uses physicality to get there.
I think there's certain players when it's 1-on-1, it's a goal. Harry Kane, when he's through 1-on-1, it's a goal. Haaland, I don't get that same feeling.
I don't know, man. Maybe turn your feelings off for Haaland, because when he's 1-on-1, I get that.
I think you're saying Haaland is a probably the best goal scorer around. Probably, yeah, but he's not a better finisher than Harry Kane.
But he's not. I guess the point I'm trying to make, Haaland's finishing is because of his mental. It's not his actual ability with the ball at his feet. With someone like Aguero, someone like a Harry Kane, It's the ability with the ball at the feet to finish.
No,
And
I
Haaland's
think-
mentality is just straight efficient.
It's
I need
he's a
to
killer.
least amount of shots to get the most amount of goals.
okay, I can have
Least amount of
mentality.
touches.
My mentality, I have good mentality, but it doesn't make me a good goal scorer.
No, it does. trust me.
Haaland's ability to finish the ball is crazy. Like, there's no one as deadly as Haaland in the box, because that guy, left foot, right foot header, he's 6'5", he can sprint as hell, he's strong, and when he gets the ball, he's such a clean strike off the ball. He doesn't waste any movement. He's got the power, placement. He's one of them players. When he hits the ball, it goes where exactly he tells the ball to go to. I've seen Harry Kane hit the ball and he's scuffing it. Watch Harry Kane. He scuffs it. He gets a lot of chances.
You rarely see Harry Kane scuff it.
Nah.
Rarely.
Harry Kane scuffs a lot of
Rarely.
his shots. He scuffs a lot of his shots.
Harry
Rarely.
Kane's a better
Haaland-
striker off the ball than Haaland.
Nah, Haaland's a better striker. I've never.
Nah.
You don't see Haaland scuff shots like Kane does.
His
Watch
goal,
Harry Kane,
Yesterday,
his goal
he
against
scuffed
Liverpool
it.
was a scuff,
but it goes in.
but he was still a scuff though. Harry Kane.
Listen, Julian Alvarez has a better strike of the ball than
No,
Haaland.
Alvarez is a better footballer than Haaland. But Haaland's a better striker, better finisher.
The person who scuffs the more shots out of Haaland and Alvarez is definitely Haaland.
Well, if you're getting 10 chances a game to shoot and you only get one, your stats are going to say that you're more of a scuffer than the other person. But Haaland's a better finisher. Haaland is crazy.
No, Haaland's deadly. He's deadly.
He's a deadly day. Deadly day. Hey, that guy is scary. He's showing my team while gone. Hat tricks, doubles. Yeah, man.
Oh yeah, no, he is a top player. No, I don't want to seem like I'm putting him down. But he's a top player. He's deadly.
Haaland
But
is a
yeah,
bad
it's just
But don't compare Nunez to him ever again. Though. Let's not do that. Let's just let Nunez get 15 goals in the league season, 20 goals in the league season.
no. I was just
Haaland's a
the only reason I was
deadly
thinking-
day.
The only reason I was thinking is because of Nunez's ability. Like, we see the ability, and it's like, why can't you just score more
It's a
goals?
fair comparison. They're both nines. They're both the main targets. They're both nines. So it's a fair comparison to say Haaland versus Nunez. They both play for big teams. Focal point. You're both strikers. But yeah, Haaland is just a deadly day striker. Gets the balls finishing that. Whereas Nunez is more of a trying to be more intricate, trying to do too much at
I
times.
would say Nunez, he kind of messes up their attack sometimes. He messes up their final pass execution. I feel like if he kicks up a gear level, Liverpool would be truly their attack would go to a different level because Salah is cash money, and everybody else to be honest has a question mark against their name. And I feel if Nunez kicks on, they'll be so much better. So much better.
I think Nunez maybe needs to dial back.
I think he just needs to be more pragmatic in his approach because I think he does a bit too much. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Dial back a bit.
Yeah.
People say the same thing about Jesus. Jesus does everything but one to score. Like he does everything. Like if he did 30% less of what he does outside the box and just focus, I'm just gonna stay up here and score. He will score more goals because he can score goals.
Because when you play football, as a striker, and you're doing too much, when you get the opportunity to finish, sometimes you're too tired to take the shot.
Yeah.
You get there and you're stretching for the shot. Your stride placement isn't right. It's like you're running from deep and then you're trying to stride and then you're scuffing the shots, you're mishitting the shots. Whereas a striker like Haaland, he doesn't really do much in the game. He's just always just up around the front, the final third, just hunting. And when he gets a position, that's when his energy just comes out. He doesn't waste it. Nothing's wasted. Whereas Nunez is trying to dribble, running up and down, looking for part. He's doing too much. When he gets a chance, he's a bit tired, mentally fatigued, and then he's scuffing shots. He's hitting them to the corner flags. He's doing the madness. I think
but to be fair, Liverpool need him to do that. If they don't, they're not good enough for him just to chill.
Yeah.
Whereas Man City are good enough for him from Haaland to chill and do nothing. That's what they're built on. So
that's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's an interesting one.
But I felt. So go on.
Now go on.
I feel the game wasn't that great. I thought in another day, Man City win 3-1 easy.
Yeah.
I feel like they didn't really go for Liverpool's necks when they were 1-0 up. I felt that I just felt that they were like in third gear. They felt that they can cruise to a 1-0 win. And like Liverpool mentality wise, they're top team mentality wise. They're never down. You can't get that down, especially against Newcastle where they won the 10 men and they came back to win the game. Even against Spurs, they made it difficult for Spurs. This game here, they're not scared of City and they're carrying on playing. But I just felt on another day City would have beat them easy. And that disallowed goal was so soft. That should have been a goal for me. Everybody thought that should have been a goal, but they pick and choose when they wanna say it's a foul or not. So on another day, if they went 2-0 down, Liverpool wouldn't have won. But I'm appreciative of Trent, man. Trent stepped up and was a lovely finish as well.
Yeah, he done this thing. He had his hands full with Doku.
Yeah,
Right? Yeah, he played well.
but I thought with Doku, I don't know. He played well, beat his man a bunch of times, but what did it really result in? I feel like it was so predictable. Once you beat him, once he beat his man and crossed it, he wasn't really deadly enough. No, they didn't capitalize off the positions they got into.
Yeah, I think he played well. He created chances, which is what you want from your winger. Be your man, create chances. He just wasn't much of a goal for himself, which is where he needs to develop if he wants to go to the next level. But he done all right. Beat his man, created some chances, got some crosses in. But I think he might be getting a bit predictable now, because you know how he likes to cut in. Like most of the time, he doesn't go on the inside; he likes to go on the outside. So I think people are clocking now.
And I also think the whole team's slightly playing to him a bit too much. I feel like they're just waiting for him to do something.
Yeah, Foden was like
chilling. The whole thing became predictable.
Yeah.
And that's what probably helps Liverpool defend it well, because even if Doku beat him, they didn't really capitalize on the opportunities. They got like less than 50-50 chances. Like it was difficult for them to put the chances away. But on another day, again, I thought Man City could have won that easy. And that was without KDB, without John Stones. And that was basically Liverpool's best team.
Yeah. And what were your thoughts on? Did you watch the game?
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on Liverpool's midfield?
They were getting moved to. They were getting run past.
McAllister came out and said he started confessing after the game.
He was fighting for his life, McAllister. Somerside's decent.
Somerside's good.
Decent. Curtis Jones wasn't really a bit of fluff. It's a pillow fight, man.
McAllister come out after the game saying, "Oh yeah, just came back from South America. I've barely chilled. I'm still sleepy. I was sleeping in the team talk before the game. And bro, if you're sleeping, get off the pitch, bro. Why are you there?
Welcome to the top level of football. This is the
welcome to reality.
Top level of football. You know, international breaks to high level games to Champions League. Yeah, this is what the top players go through.
He was actually like he was doing a lot against Brazil anyways. That man spent half the game fighting anyways. They don't really play much. Getting punched up by the stewards in Brazil. Yeah, man, they ain't really doing much.
But yeah,
let's go to Arsenal.
Wait. Let's talk about Alisson. Alisson had a Hall of Shame performance. He was terrible.
Yeah.
And if that was anybody else, that would be a week-long content.
Yeah,
it'll be content for a week.
It's true.
He was
but
bad.
They didn't lose, in it. So if they lost, and Alisson's got credit in the bank.
That's the
he's got credit in the bank. That's the problem. Like
he's got deposit money in his bank account.
Yeah, man. He's got a lot of he's got a lot of money sitting in that bank account, man. So if you lose a couple pounds here, he's allowed, man, because he's done the madness. So that's why people are not really going on about it too tough, because it happens.
But yeah, saying that, Ederson, some of the passes he was playing.
He does that a lot when he plays Liverpool. It's like he's trying to show Alisson, like, listen, I'm that guy. Yeah, but that Brazil beef.
How do Brazil have 6 keepers like this? But they can't produce 6 strikers. There's no good strikers for Brazil, but they got 6 keepers.
Yeah, for real.
They even got, I swear, Diego Costa for Porto is from Brazil as well.
No, he's Portuguese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm Diego. Yeah, Portuguese.
Yeah, I don't know, but some of the passes was amazing. But yeah, let's move to the next game. We're saying Arsenal.
Yeah, man. Let's talk about that. Gabriel Jesus. Ethan
Top of the
had him
table.
in his pocket.
Top of the table, Arsenal. Let's get it right. Top of the table, Arsenal.
Are you not going to release another shirt with Arsenal sitting on top of the Christmas and then crumble to City again?
I have no idea what you're on about, mate.
Isn't that what you remember doing last season?
I don't know. I don't know what happened last season. I don't know what happened.
No,
I'm
but
ready.
on the real,
Yeah.
Arsenal didn't play well and they got the result. That's a mark of a championship contending team. And the one player that you need to, Arsenal need to invest all their stocks and pray to Allah, Jesus, but all the gods here that this guy is protected from injury. Declan Rice. Declan Rice here he's the wind beneath Arsenal's wings. Without that guy, it's gonna be a deadly day for Arsenal. I need to apologize because when you not signing for 100 million, you're chatting shit. I was like, 100 million for Rice, he's overpriced, he's not that good. Yeah, I was confused. I didn't know what I was talking about. I was going through tough times, man. Rice he's the truth. Declan Rice is the truth. When you watch that guy play, he's just the truth.
In the first half, he's just chilling, but in the second half, he started to see like him saying, "Nah, we're not losing this game today. He's gonna run past people. He's gonna start popping it here and there." And I feel like he really plays within himself. He doesn't try most of the time. I feel like in the big games, you really see him do his thing.
The thing with him, when you watch him play, it's like he's got this button where he just presses and all of a sudden he just starts taking the game over. Just starts running past man.
Yeah.
And he's deceptively quick as well because he's got long strides.
He can dribble. He can really dribble.
Powerful runner.
Yeah.
But he's the kind of midfielder Arsenal have been screaming about since Vieira. And he's...
How do you get Declan Rice and Partey gets injured? The unreliable... I don't want to cuss him. I don't want to cuss him.
Chocolate off every day, bro.
It's just allegations and vibes, man. That's what he brought to the team, man.
He came to England and chilled because when he was in Spain, he never got injured.
Never
There's
got no babes there. No good barber.
Because he couldn't speak Spanish.
No,
what was he going to say? Emiliano.
He can't speak Spanish,
He can't speak no Spanish, bro.
He was there since he was young.
They don't respect him over there, though.
He was speaking no damn Spanish, man. He's speaking tree. He can't speak
Spanish.
Yeah,
he was playing for Almeria. Then you go to Atletico Madrid, and you're not really the guy there. Then you come London, and you're the guy. Most highest paid player in the club.
Yeah. London, where is that international city? Yeah, man. He ain't seen the figures in Spain. Some of the figures he's seen in London, he ain't seen ever in his life. So it's like it's a whole different ball game.
But yeah, going back to the game, let's talk about Ramsdale, man.
Oh, he had a shocker. First half shocker.
All these people that came out defending Ramsdale, and for him to do that, I don't talk about the pressure. Everybody's got pressure. You can't allow if you want to be a top athlete and you want to get your place back, and people say everyone says you're better than David Raya. You can't do that in the first half. You can't.
The commentators called it as well. They were like, he's going to try and play out the back to show that he can do what Raya can do, and then he made the mistakes just trying to do that. And you have to look at Mbeumo. Like that was so poor because that was it Ben Mee open. If he squares it across the goal, Ben Mee taps it in.
Which one was that?
It was from when the keeper when Ramsdale kicked it out and then they intercepted it, and then you see Mbeumo had the ball. And
Ben Mee went there. Yeah. I remember.
Was it Ben Mee? Whoever that defender, there was a player in the middle, open goal, and then Mbeumo went for the shot. I'm like, that was so poor because then that could have been a deadly day for Arsenal. Because 1-0 down, keeper's lost his confidence. Been tough. But again, Declan Rice cleared that off the line. And then the other one, the throw, when he tries to throw it.
Like, bro, chill. Like,
you don't have the capacity.
You ain't got that in your locker, bro.
He was struggling,
And once again, though, I don't like it when people are now going to say, Arteta gave him all that pressure. You're playing for a top club. Imagine Liverpool bought a centre back and they bench Van Dijk for 2 months, and Van Dijk comes in and has a shocker. People are going to be saying Van Dijk needs to step up. Why can't we say Ramsdale needs to step up?
It's nepotism. Is it nepotism or is it xenophobia? What is it? Nepotism is when you favour your child of sibling. He's child of Great Britain, isn't it? It's nepotism because Any other keeper, they're not making this kind of noise because this is competition. This is top level competition.
Yeah, because he's a nice lad and all of
He's
that good
English.
stuff. Yeah, but
Also,
let's back him
also
up.
one point is mind-boggling. He's not even like if he was England's number one.
yeah,
I would kind of get, the
The
media
noise.
outrage, the noise. He's not. People say he's going to miss out for Euros next year. He wasn't. He had his best season last year ever in his career, and he still can't get a game ahead of Pickford anyway. So don't talk about Euros next year.
yeah. But shout out to Arteta because he saw the vision, and a lot of people owe him an apology because they were talking mess on his name for dropping Ramsdale and buying Raya. People saying there's no point, it's a waste of money, but the truth is out there now, especially with that interview. You see
his
Ian
first drop. Yo, Arteta's face here when they mentioned Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Looked like he wanted to slap the guy.
No, but did you see Ramsdale's interview with Ian Wright?
Ian Wright, did you see it?
No, I didn't see that one. No,
Ramsdale said you can't concentrate for 90 minutes.
Oh no, I thought you were talking about the game, the one after them. Yeah, so when he said, sometimes he loses concentration. And he was like, "It's like crazy."
He said, "If I stay concentrate for 9 minutes, I'm finished."
What?
Oh,
he was right face. He's like, "Niggas, you crazy." What?
That Ian Wright face. No.
Hey.
Boy,
that was so condemning because Ian Wright's like, you know what, I'm done. You can see Ian Wright cashing out all his stocks in Ramsdale.
Yeah.
He sold all of them. I don't want anything to do with this guy anymore. He did not rate that at all. And so it's just crazy. How can you say that openly? That's something you say with your boys, not on live TV for your manager to hear it as well.
In front of Ian Wright.
In front of Ian Wright, Arsenal legend, and your manager's going to hear it as well. Hey, Gaffer, I failed to concentrate for 90 minutes. Sometimes I need to do some bozo shit just to get out of my system. By the way, why didn't you play me? No logic.
If you also notice, all the top keepers, keepers for top clubs, they're motionless. You know that. Think about have you ever seen Ederson do facial expression? I've never seen this facial expression even change. Alisson is the most animated, but he's not even animated compared to Ramsdale. Look at Courtois. The man they're stoic in their goal.
I think it's English goalkeepers because look at Pickford. He's like a flipping,
like a child, like
a T-Rex. Little arms always just losing the shit.
Yeah, man. I think it reminds me of I think it was Ben Foster or someone was talking about Van der Sar and the way he trains. Like the way he trains, he don't even
exert himself.
He just saves a couple shots, trains for 10 minutes, and he's like, I'm done. But the way he's able to prepare himself mentally is what made himself that top keeper at Man U. So with keeper, it's mental, man, because as well, the top keepers, they won't have anything to do for a lot of the time. So you have to stay mentally prepared for when that moment comes and you have to make a spectacular stop. That's what the top keepers do.
Yeah. I think the British media are killing, let's say the English media are killing English players because they're giving them far too much hype and far too much superstar treatments, but they don't deserve it. Someone like Rashford, he gets superstar treatments, but he's rubbish. Ramsdale, they're making this whole big hoopla over if he should start for Arsenal or not. They got his dad making noise in the background saying, "Oh, my son hasn't smiled in weeks." That's his smile, bro. He gets paid 100k a week. That should make him smile enough. Tell your son to behave himself. If he's not good enough, fight for your position. Going out in the media, my son hasn't smiled in weeks. Who gives a heck, bruv? If my son is getting 100k and he's been dropped, I say, son, you better start performing because you're gonna get shit. I'm not gonna be like, oh, my son ain't smiled. Shut the hell up, respectfully. Look at Maguire, the PR that they were giving. Harry Maguire, why is he not playing? It's too much.
But to be fair, these players. But even to be fair to Maguire, he's been vilified for a couple of years now, and he keeps his head down and works.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
Maguire was coming out with interviews and quotes about all this. I'm the best guy in the train. I'm looking at my stats. But it wasn't until the fans bullied him. We had to bully him.
Yeah, you guys really went in on him. I feel like he got a lot of abuse.
Down.
And he's settled down now. I don't think Ramsdale's ever got abuse.
I think he needs to get some abuse before he settles down because it might help him.
What?
Even I said
I think he
Maguire
needs it.
wasn't Maguire getting booed by his own fans at one point.
Yeah, we were booing him. So was
Yeah.
I was booing him. Yeah, we booed him, but now we respect him because all we wanted him to do was shut the hell up and just focus on your game. Stop tweeting, stop talking big bollocks about look at my stats.
His
And
mum
now
came
we
out
respect
too,
you.
His mum came
Yeah,
out
but
too.
we told his mum to shut up as well. Like, yeah, respect
He-
him. Might be his mum, but shut the hell up.
But he did get it worse out of everybody. He's got it the worst. Like
Yeah,
Ramsdale hasn't.
and you have
Ramsdale's
to
got mostly
respect him.
support. Yeah.
You have to respect Maguire because we bullied him, we shouted at him, we booed him, and now he's back. But like we baby these man too much.
Yeah.
Ramsdale, you're not good enough. Like Raya was sitting on the bench in his leather jacket, just looking at him, thinking, "Right." He was just stroking his beard, like, "Yeah, is this my competition?" This guy's just licking his finger, easy food. But let's pick on flipping Gabriel Jesus, man. He's hiding.
He just came back from injury.
Nah,
so
man, nah, we're not gonna do the injury excuse no more, man.
he just came back from injury.
Yeah, but Ethan's gonna go back to South London, give Gabriel Jesus to flipping Jigs as a present like here. Yo,
I like Ethan Pinnock, you know.
Ethan's good, man.
He's solid defender.
He's a good
Ethan
player.
is good.
He's a good
He
player.
went to school with SB, innit?
Yeah. He was younger. But he was always good. He was
He's
like a
good, man.
midfielder or winger back in school days.
I remember when he used to go play at Elmer's End. Like, he's a
Yeah.
very cool guy. But
Yeah.
like, to see the levels he's got to, like, I think his only deficiency is that he's not good on the ball. I saw it yesterday. He's not good on the ball.
Yeah.
He's decent, but yeah.
He's not good on the ball.
Athleticism.
Like, he just wants to get the ball away from him as soon as possible.
Physically, he's really good. Like 6'4". He can move well.
Well, yeah.
And he's strong. Yeah, he can. He's. I think he's touching 30 now, so he can play for another 4 or 5 years. I feel.
And the stats that they gave yesterday as well, that he's played in about 160 games, only got 1 yellow card. Do you know how mad that is for centre back? That's so disciplined.
To be fair, he plays in a 3, so you're less stretched.
Yeah.
When you're playing a 3, so like you can stretch your runner, whereas in a 4, you really got to be mindful where you go, and that's going to lead to less like you making challenges, I would say.
Yeah, he's more of a finesse defender, like a Van Dijk. Like he'll stand in front of you and make you go past him.
Yeah.
I like a Ramos who's trying to get the ball from you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But let's shout out to Brentford. Brentford, they were tough to break down, man.
They're a good team.
They're so hard to break down.
That midfielder, that black guy, what's his name?
Onyeka.
Yeah, man, he did everything, but then the final pass was just so poor.
Yeah.
Because he was about intercepting play, but then every time he got the ball, give it straight back to Arsenal. I'm like, bro, why are you there? And like Mbeumo is rapid, you know. He was blowing past Saliba at one point. I was like, raw. I didn't realize it was that quick.
Yeah, Mbeumo's good. Wissa is not good. Wissa's not good.
Wissa's terrible, man. He's shocking.
Yeah,
like, he's a purple patch bandit. When he's
I think I kind of still feel they should cash out on Tony, because if they don't sell him, where's the ceiling for the team? The ceiling ain't that high anyway. They should be pushing Brighton for Europe. They're not.
Yeah, they've shown that they can do without him.
Yeah.
Sell them for 60, 70 million and invest it into the rest of the squad, because you could get 2 good midfielders for that sort of money. That's what they need. And then maybe like another striker to go with Mbeumo. So yeah, I'd cash in, but
because
Brentford played well.
They're saying what Arsenal were looking at him, Tottenham were looking at him, and
Chelsea. He says Tottenham and Spurs.
Tottenham and Chelsea.
If Ivan Toney went to Arsenal and he continues from where he left off, that's a missing piece for Arsenal. And he likes Arsenal. He's spoken in glowing terms about Arsenal in a lot of his interviews as well. So yeah, I wouldn't like to see him go to Arsenal, because he could be the missing piece of the puzzle for them, but he'd be a good signing for them. I think for Spurs as well. I don't think he'd do as well at Spurs. I think Arsenal just. I think the way Arsenal play, and you got wingers like Saka, that when Saka cuts in and crosses, that's automatic. That's automatic. I think that would be more beneficial to Tony than maybe going to Spurs. I can't see how he'd link up with Son. I don't know. I don't know. I can't see him like dropping in deep and collecting the ball, doing what Harry Kane used to do with Son.
No. Tony can do that.
He can, but I think he'd be better at Arsenal, man. He'd be better suited. Like, you got Odegaard in behind, you got Martinelli, you got wingers that are happy to cross the ball.
Yeah,
he would feast.
Yeah.
And you got Declan Rice as well doing all the hard work for you. Yeah, Arsenal would be a good place for him. I'm not sure about Chelsea. I think same problem. Wingers that don't really do much.
If you're going Chelsea, you're going for the vibes. You're going for the
Yeah,
money
I don't
and
think.
the
I think
vibes.
Arsenal is the best team for him. I wouldn't. United, he'd be wasted. We ain't got no wingers to create for him. So yeah, I think Arsenal makes sense for him. But I hope he doesn't because that'll be a big problem. Big problem.
Yeah, man. Let's move to the next game, boy. Newcastle 4, Chelsea 1.
There's anything else you say. I was gassing up Chelsea, man. It was a bad day in the office. Silly mistakes from like an experienced player from what's his name, Thiago Silva. That was a mad mistake. Newcastle capitalized. Reece James, yeah, he's got that bozo twitch as well. Him and his sister, they do that bozo beat. They both got that stupid twitch in their heads. Like 3-1 down. What's the need for that tackle? Get yourself sent off, suspended again.
It was soft though. It was very soft, to be fair.
It was soft, but it was really stupid.
Yeah, you
so
can't put
sorry.
your hands on someone like that.
Yeah, but I think the big issue is why is that a second yellow? He just touched him. He didn't really pull him. He just touched him.
Yeah, but
That's
you're on yellow
soft.
card. Like the way these referees are refereeing the games, you gotta be more smart about your play. Like you're too experienced to be acting like a child.
Is he
So, yeah.
experienced? Is he really experienced? How many games has he even played?
Reece James is the captain of Chelsea.
He's experienced, man.
By default, but he ain't played that many games.
He's been there for a minute. The thing with him, yeah, he's just always injured.
He's played I think he's played 100 games for Chelsea.
Of course, he's played 100 games for Chelsea.
Definitely not starts. Definitely not starts. Maybe appearances, not starts.
He's played 100 games for Chelsea. That's more than enough to get that experience and to get the know-how and not to be a bozo. So yeah, but I'm happy to see Isak back. He's a fantastic player. Anthony Gordon,
good player, man.
He's good.
Tidy player. Tidy player. He's got pace. He's a bit about him. I feel like if he had a bit more end product and a bit more dribbling, ultimately just a bit more quality, he'd be one of the best wingers in the league, and he'd go straight to the top. But he's missing that extra 20%. But he's nonetheless a good player. Pace about him, physicality, tenacity. He's a really good player.
I used to hate his mentality, but I think his mentality is what makes him good.
Yeah, he's got that aggressiveness about him.
Yeah,
he gets booked too much.
Going back to Reece James, he's played 104 games, so just 4
Yeah,
off.
man.
He hasn't played that much football. But
104 games, I'd expect a bit of common sense from you, man.
Yeah, man. But yeah, like I said, he's a captain. But yeah, Newcastle, Gordon, yeah, top player. Do you know who's Bruno Guimaraes?
He stepped up yesterday.
That guy never loses the ball, man.
He's so tidy, isn't it? And it's annoying how good he is.
He's a top player, man.
Mm-hmm. And he's really doing it on his ones. No one's on his wavelength. That's the perfect person for Kobe Mainoo. That's the perfect person. Tidy, but bit of physicality. and he can get about. It's a bit of nastiness about him. He's a tidy player.
His only problem is the nastiness. He's a bit of a bozo as well. Like he gets hot-headed too quickly.
Yeah,
he's a red card waiting to happen. We don't need that.
Is he?
Man.
Is he?
Bruno Guimaraes, he's
not for Newcastle. Newcastle get all the good decisions.
But the thing is, with him, imagine him at United with Bruno Fernandes. Both of these talkative, hothead. Yeah, I don't know, man. We don't need that, man.
But no, I would not mind him at Man U.
I love him, but he needs to calm down. I think sometimes he gets a bit too hot-headed.
Would you pay 80 mil, 100 mil for him?
Yeah.
Is that too much? Okay, cool.
Because he's exactly what Man United need. Exactly. And he will transform the team.
Yeah.
I really believe that.
Because he's really doing
Prem proven.
Mm-hmm.
80 million, but that's hoping that Mainoo is who we think he's going to be. Because if we sign him and then we bring him in and play him alongside McTominay or Haramrabat, we're back to square one.
It's true.
So it's one of them. We have to pray that Mainoo is who we think he's going to be. Otherwise, it's just wasting money. Like,
yeah.
Newcastle, good man. I liked Joelinton. He's basic, but he just does.
Yeah, he's effective.
Yeah, he's just effective, man.
This is it.
He's the most basic Brazilian I've ever seen in my life.
they've created such a physical team where going away, if they play at home and they get the crowd behind them and the ref holds his whistle, it's tough. It's long. Like them teams like Everton, Newcastle, and even less extent Liverpool. But in the past, they've been this kind of team, just physicality and straight heart, and that can take you to a level. That's what they have. Like it's really hard to go there and play. They win a lot of their duels, and if you win all your duels, that's half the problem there. That's half the job done. You just need to go take your chances.
Yeah, man. But yeah, Joe Linton, yeah, I like him. That box to box, so much energy, fight. He adds hardness to that midfield.
Yeah, he's so box standard, but he's a
What were we saying about Chelsea?
effective.
Yeah, let's get to Chelsea.
I
man.
mean, like, I think the only solution is to spend another 300 mil. That seems that way, isn't it?
I don't know, because
What do you think go from here?
I feel like the manager needs to have a set, because like, he's bringing in like Ugochukwu alongside Enzo, and then Conor Gallagher. It's like the midfield is never set. It's always chopping and changing the midfield. You never have a set midfield. Like Nicholas Jackson, that guy, he's not good. I don't care how many goals he's got this season. He's not good.
You know, I watched this game and you can tell Sterling was frustrated because the ball goes to Jackson and he can't hold it up. He's always losing the ball. So Sterling can't link up with him.
He's not good enough.
If Chelsea in the business of spending all the money in the world, they should go get Ollie Watkins. They should just go get Ollie Watkins in January. If they're on doing that, just go get Ollie Watkins.
If you got money to spend, go get Osimhen.
Yeah, but that doesn't.
Tony, I think they should get Tony.
I'm saying they need like a prem proven player.
They need a striker with a bit more about him. They can't afford to get like Haaland. He doesn't do anything but score goals for Man City.
You mean they need an all rounder?
Yeah, they need an all rounder, someone who can
a platform for everyone to play off.
Yeah, and then score goals as well. I don't know if Osimhen can do that.
No, he can't do the first part. He
Osimhen can hold the ball and he's got a decent link up play.
I don't know.
He has basic link up play.
Yeah,
basic.
Yeah,
he can score the goals. That's not good enough.
Tony,
I think him and Sterling would link up well.
Nah.
I think Tony's the best option because he can play with his back to goal. He's got great link up play.
But who's assisting them?
Assisting him, you got Sterling, you got Cole Palmer, even Enzo and Nkunku when he comes back. They got players to assist.
I think Osimhen makes the most sense for Chelsea, man. Because he's the kind of guy that will drop the ball off to Sterling, run into the box, get like his headering is crazy, good finisher.
Yeah, but you have to. Will Osimhen's touch be the best touch?
Oof.
Can he dribble past?
Sometimes the touch could be trampoline.
This is what I'm trying to say. Like you need a guy who's solid. Once he goes into his feet, it's sticking there. Once he sticks there, he can hold up, dribble past the man, and then lay it off.
Maybe
like that part. I don't know, man. I was watching highlights of him this week. He's lost a step, man. He's lost a step. At Fiorentina, he was Haaland. He's literally Haaland.
With tech.
Crazy tech, scoring free kicks. But now he's at Juve, he's lost a step.
Because he's got good size. He's bigger than you think. Good size, technique, so he can hold it up. He doesn't mind running in behind as well, but he's lost a step.
He looks slow. Just watch the comp. I'll send you the comps. I was doing research. We got linked to him this week, innit? So I was doing my research.
Research.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chelsea, they need to sort it out, man. Again, and not like this. Their defense looks shaky. Badiashile and Silva, I don't think they've played much together. Silva looked off. Again, he's playing week in, week out. 78 years old.
Yeah, he's an old man.
I was telling my dad, because he's a Chelsea fan, like, we knew Thiago Silva was old 3 years ago, and you're still playing him today. Like, you can't wait for him. You can't wait for him till his wheels fall off. Yeah. You knew he's old. You should have bought someone by now. And if you're going to spend all these hundreds of mil, buy a proper centre back. Buy somebody.
I mean, they bought a few centre backs, but
they're all left footed though. And they played them on the left side.
Yeah, and they need someone they need another Thiago Silva, someone who can step in straight away and take command of the defense, because Cole was a bit young. I don't think he has enough about him to take that role. Badiashile, I don't think he has.
He's decent. He's decent.
He's decent, but can he command the defense? I don't know. Disasi, I don't think he can.
No.
That's what I'm saying. They've got B centre backs, but they need an A centre back.
They got Fofana too, but Fofana, I'm not expecting nothing now after all these injuries.
Yeah, it's sad, man, because he was a good young talent.
He was. All these injuries, and I can't expect him to be that guy.
Yeah. But yeah, Chelsea, they need to sort it out, man. They've got a lot of issues. Sterling, what a free kick, though. Shout out to him.
Great free kick.
He's playing well this season, Sterling. And again, yeah, like you said, El Caps, this midfield, it needs to be sorted out, because Ukuchukwu, he's young. He's not ready to be playing like week in, week out in the Prem.
He's
So
not mainly.
I think Poch is still trying to figure that out. And yeah, with all that money spent, you're not going to have a lot of time to figure it out.
And they have potential to break all these players' mentalities, meaning they're going to lose so much that they're going to not be confident anymore. They're not going to like have belief in themselves anymore. Because I feel like look at Mudryk. Mudryk has no belief in anything. He has zero belief in himself. If you look at Caicedo doesn't play with confidence anymore. Enzo plays mostly within himself. Sometimes he can come out his shell. Like you come to a time. Even Koval wasn't as good as he was for Brighton. Like sometimes you're gonna lose. Eventually, if they keep losing, they're gonna lose belief in their abilities.
It's true. I saw a crazy stat like Enzo's only won like 5 or 6 games out of 30 since he's been at Chelsea.
Yeah,
that's mad.
He's a nice player, but he's no way 100 mil. Like Declan Rice is a 100 mil player.
Yeah.
Enzo is a tidy player, but he's just tidy. Tidiness is everyone's got a tidy player in their team. So
not United.
No, you're Kobe, man.
Well, yeah, now, but yeah, I'll take Enzo.
Caicedo's not a 100 mil player.
No, he's like a 60, 70 mil player.
Yeah, man. So yeah, let's see what happens with Chelsea. Let's go to the next game. Let's wrap it up. Let's do
Brighton.
Yeah, Brighton 3, Forest 2. Yeah, man. Great comeback from Brighton. They're solid, man. They're solid.
That's a good win, because not many teams go away to Forest and win. Not many.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly, man. And yeah, they've been struggling, playing like Europe and then Prem. So yeah, it was a good, especially away from home, to get that W. Was good for them. I see Elanga with another goal.
Yeah, man, Elanga. Respect my boy. He's crap, man. He's at the right level for him.
Yeah,
that's the right environment for him, man. I saw social media gassing up because he's doing flipping army drills. I'm not. They're like, oh, maybe we sold him too early. No, we sold him at the right time. He wasn't good enough for United, but I'm happy that he's prospering where he's at. Even Evan Ferguson. That's
his goal.
Yeah,
that's
man,
he's
a
proper top finish.
He's 19 now. He's a crazy guy.
That's a finish a season pro would do, right in the corner.
Yeah, I wouldn't say Chelsea should get him, but he's not at that level yet.
No,
I don't think
he needs like 2 more seasons to really.
Yeah, he needs more season.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, but yeah, great victory for De Zerbi and Brighton. Yeah, let's go to the next game. Sheffield 1, Bournemouth 3. Yeah, another solid away win for Bournemouth. They're decent, man. They got, like I said, they got a decent strike force, man.
Yeah, they do.
They were the team that I was excited about start of the season. I was saying that they made some good signings. I wanted to see what they're going to do.
I just don't rate their manager, not one bit. Gary O'Neill was much better than him.
Yeah.
And I don't rate their manager. I don't think they got a chance of going down, but I think they got too much quality.
Yeah, the manager's not the greatest, but they're starting to put some wins together. They got the win against Newcastle before international break, 3-1 against Sheffield United. So that's what 6-6. So you can't go wrong. And what's the name? Justin Kluivert's starting to look alive now.
Yeah.
Last few games has been decent, so I'm happy for him because his dad was a legend. So
Yeah, man. As for Sheffield, boy, it's not looking good for him, man.
They're going down, man.
Yeah. Okay, let's do
My boys
Burn-
Palace, man.
Palace, yeah, 2-1. Yeah, I don't know. Is that Roy Hodgson magic rubbing off? Because they've been losing recently.
Nah, I just think they'll be fine. It's a long season. And what do you really expect from Palace?
I don't know, man, because
Not to
If
lose
you
to Luton.
if you look at teams like Bournemouth, for example, they got Cliver, Tavernier, who's decent. Like, they've got decent attacking players. They can score goals at least. They might concede a few, but at least they can score goals. We know Palace, they've always struggled to score goals. And in terms of quality, I don't see a difference between like a Bournemouth and a Palace. There's not much difference in quality.
I feel they can't get Eze and Elisa on the pitch together a lot. Yesterday was the
work.
first time. Yesterday was the first time, but then Eze got injured. And I feel like you can't really judge them until they actually them to play 5-6 games in a row. And you know, they're a solid team. They're gonna pop up with a win that you don't expect.
At least his goal was crazy though.
It was. And with Bournemouth, but you can say Bournemouth got better attackers overall, but they're not going to finish ahead of Palace. They're not. And with Palace, they spent less money than all these teams around them.
Yeah.
They're going to finish higher than them. They are.
But that's what I'm saying. It's catching up with them because, they're spending less money. So these teams like Bournemouth and for example, they're not buying anyone. They're buying players. They're buying quality players because the amount of money that the Premier League is able to pay these players, like a Cliver, you wouldn't think that he would come to a Bournemouth, but because of the wages they're able to offer, yeah, they can get a Cliver. So,
yeah, I think I just trust Roy Hodgson. Roy, I think they'll be fine. Fine meaning staying in the Prem.
I think the magic's wearing off, man. I don't know.
But they're not as bad as Luton or Sheffield United or Burnley. They're not as bad as that.
But like,
I hear what you're saying. I do hear what you're saying.
Even Luton
are good now.
The quality, they're probably the worst, but the physicality.
Oh, the physicality. They got runners everywhere. They actually got pace and power everywhere on their pitch, on that pitch. And that evens the playing field a lot, especially
that's what I'm saying.
Kenilworth Roads. It's gonna be tough to go there.
Yeah, because I'm thinking if I was, I don't know, a player, would I rather play Crystal Palace or Luton? I'd rather play Crystal Palace right now.
Yeah.
Because Luton's a tough game.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's do the final game. West Ham, Burnley. Burnley 1, West Ham 2. Burnley, yeah, they're gone, man. They can't win a game. They cannot win a game.
Yeah, SB, where's Martz at, first and foremost? It's a theatre of dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. No, I've just seen some figures that I didn't. Yeah, man, some money. Seen some high-class players. Burnley are going down. They're going back to where they belong. And what's the name? Megaman is getting sacked.
What is wrong with you?
He's getting sacked.
He won't, though. He won't.
He deserves to because you've got a job to do. Your job is to keep your team in the Premier League or at least try and play football that will keep him in. You're too stubborn. You keep insisting on playing this style of football that's only going to get you straight back to where you came from. There's no sense. Okay, you're going to get the 120 million bounce back money, but does it? That championship is too competitive. You could get lost in the midst. You might not come back for another 5 years. So now that you got the opportunity, then you want to go for it. It don't make sense what he's doing, man. I like him, but it's stupid management. It's really dumb.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I think they might need to take a look there. But yeah, shout out to West Ham. Got that last minute goal. Great cross from Kudus.
Kudus is cold.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Players like that, they just provide that moment of quality when you need it. And yeah, great cross, and then Souček finished it off. But yeah, that's that. All the Premier League games done. All right. Any other action you want to talk about? Any other players you want to shout out?
Shout out Martial. People are putting dirt on his name, like I've been saying, man. My guy Tony Marweezy, ice cold, black gloves. Tony Martial back in the building, bro. Shout out to Manu, impressive first start for Man United in the Premier League. I love him. Yeah, that's about it, man. Shout out Kawhi.
Shout out to Harry Kane. Harry Kane's doing his thing, man.
Shout out Sugar Kane. Yeah, he's out here just setting records.
Yeah.
Shout out Haaland. And shout out Benavides, man, boxing. Yeah, man, he really put Demetrius Andrade in a body bag last night, man. It was sad.
Yeah, man. That's what I expected. Benavides is just too big and strong, man. It's for someone like Andrade, who started at 54. The crazy thing is, Benavides, if he moves to light heavy, he'll be too big and strong for some of the light heavyweights.
Yeah, because he's what, like 6 foot, big, punch power is crazy.
Yeah.
And he said he might move up to light heavyweight and fight Bivol. That'd be a good fight. I think Bivol beat him.
Yeah, the skill and the size.
I think Bivol's too skilled because he's got the size, he's got good punch resistance, and he's got the skill to keep him off him.
Yeah, I still think Benavides is bigger and he might be stronger than Bivol, but Bivol's big enough to hold him off. Yeah. Andrade wasn't. But shout out to Andrade, I didn't realize he had heart like that, man.
Yeah, he was going for it, man.
He was going for it, yeah. He threw the kitchen sink, came up short. But yeah, and it's kind of sad how his career panned out, because in terms of talent,
he's been there. Yeah.
There's not many fighters more talented than him.
It's just, but he's only got himself to blame, just lack of activity. Like he's got patches where he's fighting once every 2 years and just not doing enough.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but yeah. Shout out to him. He put up a good performance. He done what he could because he was hitting Benavides, man. Combos. He had a decent jab, hitting him with the left, but he wasn't moving him, man. Benavides was just chilling. And in the 5th round, just turn it up. And he couldn't live with him. But I want to see that Canelo Benavides, man.
That would be a good fight. Cinco de Mayo. That would be a great fight.
Who you got winning?
That's a tough fight, man. I'm just trying to. Benavides, I've never seen anyone drop Canelo before, so it's hard to say.
That's the thing.
I've never seen him drop, but Benavides' punch power, he can hit from both hands. His punch placement, he's got a very beautiful jab.
And then Canelo,
he's got the right mentality. But then Canelo, he's dealt with a fight like Benavides and what's his name, Golovkin. He's shown he could take that kind of maybe even harder hitter than Golovkin. Maybe Canelo is older, so maybe his punch resistance might be gone a little bit. So that if I was a betting man, last night I would be willing to say Benavides would beat Canelo. But today, having slept on it, I don't know, man. That's one of them fights here. It's tough, 50-50.
Yeah. Because the thing is, Canelo, to beat Canelo, you have to knock him out, basically. Because the judges always favor him. But yeah, I don't know,
man. Tough fight, man.
I think, the hardest hitter Canelo's probably faced is Kovalev, but Kovalev was washed and
Yeah, old.
Yeah, so I think Benavides would be the hardest puncher he faced, the physically biggest fight he's faced. Yeah, he'd be fighting a man bigger and stronger than him. He's not used to that. But I think Canelo's skill will put him over the top.
Now you mentioned biggest, I think about his fight with Bivol. Bivol looked like he had enough to keep him off him.
That's a good point.
And I don't see Bivol hitting harder than Benavides. So then could be one of them ones, like the size, the strength. Because Canelo is one of them ones, he buddies his way in, he's got good defense. but he's quite open to being hit as well. And Benavidez, he's showing that he's strong, he likes it. Like, if you're open to being hit, he's more than willing to hit you. So, I think, yeah, I'm going to go Benavidez. I think Benavidez might just etch out. I don't know, man. I can't see anyone stopping Canelo. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you rarely see him hurt.
It needs to happen. That fight needs to happen.
Yeah,
It's Cinco de Mayo. It needs to happen.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's no reason for Canelo to fight him, though. That's the thing.
I mean, he's now WBC #1 ranked. The belt system, once again, last night, just calling him a 3-weight division champion, but he won the interim WBC belt. I'm like, this thing it's become a joke. How are you winning the interim belt and claiming you're a 3-division champion?
Yeah, for real.
And then the guy that you're calling out is the undisputed champion in that division. How? So how are you a 3-division champion? It's stupid now. You can't call yourself a world champion, 3-division world champion, when Canelo is undisputed in your division. How? So yeah, I don't like that, but yeah, it was a great fight, and good to see Jamal come back as well.
Yeah, but I think he's washed, man. He's washed. I don't think whatever happened. Yeah, I think it took whatever out of him. I don't think he's the same fighter anymore. It's a shame because, yeah, like the Benavidez he thought he should be. They don't even belong in the same ring.
No.
Yeah, the same man that Terence Crawford fought at 140 and knocked out. I mean, Charlo fought him and he couldn't even drop him. So yeah, I think he's done.
I mean, it was his first fight in 2.5 years. So
yeah, I'm being a bit harsh, but
yeah, it could be.
Yeah, I just think he's done, man.
He said he's going to be marked to 2024, so let's see, innit?
Yeah, let's see. But yeah, man, that's that. Another episode of 245 Sports. Yeah, man, like, share, subscribe, and yeah, we're out.